This is the time when everybody is thinking about corona, social distancing, washing your hands. Now, I want to talk of what is important or what is the social distance that is required in a marriage. Before I talk on social distancing in a marriage, I wanted to ask, what do you think is important in marriage? Every building has, every structure has a foundation. In case we assume marriage is a building, what is the foundation of marriage? Each one comes up with a different answer. But the most important ones are love, respect for emotions, trust, and being genuine to the other person. These are so intertwined. You don't love a person if you don't trust the person. If you don't respect the emotions of the other person, where is love there? If you don't trust the person, they're so intertwined. So if you just happen to pull one leg out of it, if you pull one pillar out of this, the entire building is collapsed. So what do I mean by being trustworthy in the relationship? What do I mean by love in the relationship? What is it by being genuine and respect for emotion? Everybody in this marriage wants to be loved and wants to love somebody. That is the primary reason of getting married too. But are we loving somebody the way they want, or are we expressing the love the way we like to? That's a $1,000,000 question. Most of us do not know what exactly love means. Love has got many boundaries. What you have with your spouse has no boundary. But when it comes to marriage, love needs to be expressed in the form of communication. Love should be concern. Love should not be control. In most cases, we see love becoming control. So let the love be concern. And it needs to be expressed. As I am repeatedly saying, when I say expression, I am emphasizing on the need for communication. Respect for emotions. So that's a big thing that needs to happen in a marriage. Everybody thinks, I respect my spouse or I respect whatever and give whatever they want. No, I'm talking of respecting the feelings of the other person. The partner in the marriage might not be comfortable with a particular work or by meeting a particular person. Are we respecting that emotion of the person? No. We insist and we call it as concern. We call it as, this is the family bondage. I think we need to understand and respect the emotions of the other person. We all wonder, can I live in a marriage without trust? I'm sorry, it is happening. Nobody is 100% trustworthy is what I hear from people there. Agreed. But in marriage, you need to work on or build the trust that the other person needs to have for you. Everybody needs to understand you can trust your spouse as you trust yourself. The spouse is somebody, I don't know whether you need to consider them as your extension, but you need to consider them as a person in whom you can confide or you can ask or you can talk about whatever your feelings are. It should not be disclosed elsewhere other than the two people in the relationship. After talking of trust, love, respect for emotion, genuineness is very, very important. When I talk of genuineness, it is not only being truthful in the relationship alone. I'm talking of genuineness in the feeling, opening up and expressing that I am not comfortable with this or I prefer this more. This I will be talking more about it when I'm talking about relationship issues, sexual issues and extramarital issues. So these are the major pillars of marriage. Coming to the distancing in a marriage. All of us think, marriage, we need to be together. That is an ideal marriage. 24/7, we're all together. Are we able to do that? 24/7 to live with a person becomes claustrophobic too. So we need some space. Imagine I'm giving you two saplings. When you're going to plant them, what do? Do you plant them closer to each other? Absolutely no. You will give some space so that both the sapling is enriched and grows better and it yields whatever it needs to. Similarly, in a marriage, the individual space is required and the space together is also required. Space is required to grow your relationship, not to distance away from the person. So there needs to be an individual space and a space together. It needs to be equal. The husband and the wife should have their individual space. At the same time, they must have their together space. If they're equally spread, the relationship is well established. Coming to the third important factor in a marriage, the primary stages of marriage, as I told you, everybody is willing to give in whatever they like. They want to make sacrifices. They want to make the marriage look as the ideal marriage. Fine. But then, what causes the problem? Primarily, power causes the problem. Who is to dominate? Who is to be submissive? Who takes the lead role? Who decides the economics of the house? Who decides what? Who decides who needs to come? Who needs to stay here? All these things, there is a power struggle between couples after the honeymoon phase fades away. Then comes intimacy. How intimate we need to be. Where are the zones of intimacy there? Where do we express our intimacy? Then comes the most important, inclusion and exclusion struggle. Who needs to get into your boundary? The family unit, you, your spouse, and your child is the primary unit. Who needs to come into? Who needs to be excluded? That's the third problem that happens. I will be talking more on this in the oncoming videos. Thank you for watching.